It's not just meant for the children. Sometimes what parents do is basically just take a time off, just ask their young child to sit in this long workshop, and so that's not the purpose. The purpose is here basically for the parents to participate. That's the main thrust of the session is for the parents, not for the child. Okay, so is there, if I may ask, is there any child who's unattended without any parent joining today? I presume the silence means none, so the parents are involved. Okay, so this session is meant for the parents and children who want to extend the learning endeavor and to build credentials after 11 plus. 11 plus is a big milestone in their journey. So, after 11 plus, what you can do to help secure a place in the most sought after courses in top universities. We'll know more about some national level Olympiads and how winning medals in these competitions boost your career options. We are going to explore how successful secondary school students follow a roadmap for securing admission into top courses in top universities. Yeah, just like for any kind of success, you need to have a plan. You need to have a roadmap. Yeah, so we'll explore some of the roadmaps that some very successful students have used so as to get into a place where okay, yeah, Nikhil, you're not here with the parents. See if you can, parents can join, because they're key to this discussion. All right, okay. Now, and then at the end of it, we'll assess the options and take so that you can take a conscious decision on keeping your child constructively engaged beyond the curriculum. Here, most of the things that we are going to talk of is beyond what is normally taught in the school. Not, whatever your SAT, Key Stage 2, Key Stage 3, GCSE A levels, this is all that the school focus on. Here, we'll be looking at what all options are available beyond the curriculum. Okay. Now, we'll cover some common traits in successful applicants on Oxbridge and top universities. We'll see how to skyrocket your chances into these universities. We'll probably just touch base upon 6 tools of problem solving, which essentially are very, very effective in terms of solving really difficult problems as given in Olympiads and university entrance exams. We'll also look at how last year 57 of our students basically won awards in UK national level Olympiad and other exams. Okay, now most of you are joining this session as a result of, as an outcome of either a Facebook ad or a word of mouth or a WhatsApp ad. Now, whenever you saw that ad, it must have created some impression so that I have not talked of so far. I'm happy to include that as well. Just one more point is I just want to reiterate the reason why I muted you all is so that any background noise at your end doesn't disturb others, but you always have an option of unmuting yourself and speaking up. Yeah, so please feel free at any point, any point during this discussion, you can ask questions. In fact, I would rather prefer it to be a participatory discussion than just a flow from my side. Okay. All right, so I presume that covers the expectation that you have from this session. So I just want to put a disclaimer that we are not going to cover any rocket science today. There's nothing that we are going to cover today is beyond the common sense. All the material used for this presentation is all very easily available. You can do a Google if you sit for a day, you can Google everything that we are going to cover in today's session. Yeah. Now, having said that, what I'm going to talk of is biased by my personal experience as a parent as well as a tutor. So I'm a father of 2 children, 2 sons. One of them is in university and the other is still in school. And also over the last 7 years, I must have taught with at least about 800 to 900 students, interacted very heavily with the parents. So it is this presentation is going to be very, very heavily biased by my personal experience, both as a parent as well as tutor. And needless to say, the personal experience do vary. Yeah, so your experience or your views maybe slightly different. So it's I would encourage you all to participate and share your views as well throughout this journey. Okay, so now what we'll do here is we'll just we'll just look at a graph, which is basically the educational journey of two children who just gave their 11 plus, and they are we'll just trace their journey, their educational journey throughout the secondary school and a good part of primary schools as well. Okay, so two children, and we'll trace their learning, we'll trace their knowledge, skills, exposure, and experience throughout all the way from year 4 to year 12. Okay, so both of them, they started their journey for 11 plus preparation, which many of you would have been doing. By the way, just a tangent. I presume most of, I was just looking at the attendance sheet, the registration sheet for this webinar. Most of the parents are in the age group, have a children in the age group from year 6 to year 9. Yeah. Anyone younger than that? Anyone younger than year 6? Any parent with a child younger than year 6?
Year 6 or 6 years old.
Okay, so there are a couple of hands. That's fine. Anyone beyond year 10 into 11, 12, or 13? Okay, year 5. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. See, I mean, there are a couple of year 4s as well. That's absolutely fine. See, the idea is, everyone is most welcome. We're not going to distinguish based on which year your child is. In a way, the sooner you join this session, the more you can make use of the opportunities that we are going to cover in this session. Yeah, so that's the whole purpose of asking that question. Okay, so we'll trace the journey of two children who started their 11 plus preparation, which saw a kick in their learning curve, which became steeper in the year 5. When they're really just about to do the 11 plus. Basically, there's a lot of thrust in the learning curve. Now, this is the stage when they give their 11 plus, early part of year 6. And at this point, you have a choice. As a parent, as a child, you have a choice. You have a choice basically to go a bit slow in year 6, because a lot of energy has been spent, a lot of efforts have been put in this years. So you have a choice basically to go a bit slow, or you may just want to continue the momentum. A lot of momentum has been built in these years, so you may just want to continue the momentum. Now, 11 plus is a big milestone in the educational journey, but beyond that, if you want to continue the momentum, you have to look for opportunities. You have to look for opportunities for getting certificates, medals, trophies, and so on and so forth. Now, if you just look around, there are ample of opportunities. That's what we'll be covering in today's session. Now, the key thing is basically whatever path you take, whether you take this path or that path, the observation that my experience is that it continues into the secondary school. Yeah, so whatever, if you've taken a slightly relaxed approach, probably it will carry on into the secondary school. If your child has basically if you're looking for opportunities to excel, then he or she will find opportunities to excel beyond this point. Now, this is the line wherein the child turns into a teenager. So as a parent, at least I'll share my views, my experience. Your influence, your control, or your say in matters of his life, his education, tends to diminish beyond a point. Because as a teenager, basically a child grows into his, he or she develops his own thinking, and so basically your influence starts to reduce at this point. So the thing is, whatever habit has been inculcated at this point, whether it is this curve or that curve, that goes beyond. The momentum keeps on going. Yeah, it keeps on going into the second year. So the child who has got a knack of habit of looking for success, he or she will find ways to succeed. Okay, and the thing is, basically, it will go on all the way till the point of university application, which is another big milestone after 11 plus in their educational journey. Okay, so the thing is, basically, the success begets success. So someone who is looking for opportunities to win all these will find opportunities, and the cupboard will start filling in. You get you'll find more and more opportunities. You get more and more certificates, and things really start. It does have a snowball effect. Okay. Now the thing is, does it really matter? Does it really matter, especially when it comes to the university application? When you're applying for university, does this change in the difference? The question is that, which of the following four options is the most important deciding factor? The keywords is most important deciding factor for getting admission in the most in-demand graduation course in the top of the top universities. Yeah. So which of them is the most important deciding factor? Your options are: the first is your Olympiad score, the school that the child got admission into, the A-level grades, and the last is what else you have done in life. Okay. Any parents want to win a million pound? Anyone wants to go with any of these options?
Yes, I would like to go with day.
With A, sorry? With
Day.
A? Okay, with D, all right, okay. Anyone else? Okay, there are a couple of C's as well. I can see C is the option. By the way, if you're just typing in the chat box, it just appears very momentarily. I just get a floating glimpse of it, and it just disappears. A flashing glimpse of it, and it just disappears. Yeah. So, just forgive me if I'm not paying attention to the chat. It's not that I'm not paying attention. It's just appears for a momentary. Because my screen is shared. So C and D are the most popular choice, it seems. Anyone with option A or B? Option A or option B? Just to complete the spectrum. All right. Okay. All right. We'll park this question. We'll park the answer for a moment. Let's have a suspense on who is a million pound winner. Now, what I'll do is basically I'll just, again, based on my experience, I'll share there are three major myths that most of us parents have about university admission. Okay. The first one is I have moved heaven and earth for 11 plus preparation of my child, and now the grammar school or independent school or state school, whatever school he or she has got into, will take care of it. Okay. The second myth that many of us have is that my child has proved his or her mettle by getting admission into a top school. Yeah, he's really done good. She has really got an admission into one of the top schools, and that's good enough an achievement which will carry her or him all the way up to the university admissions. Okay. And the third myth is my child focuses on studies, only on studies, and is bound to get excellent grades, and that should be sufficient to get into university of choice. Okay. Now the key word here, which is highlighted here in the last sentence, but it's common across all of them, is it sufficient? Is just having good academics sufficient for getting admission into a top university? Okay. Now what we'll do is basically we'll just look at the what the universities look for in their students. Those who are applying. So the university admission process involves these 4 or 5 points. First is your grades. Your grades have to be, you need to have certain grades before you can apply into many of these courses. Yeah. So grades do matter a lot. Yeah. And related to it is UCAS points. Anyone of you have heard about UCAS points? Especially with the parents with children in year 12 or 13. Are you aware of UCAS points? It's something which is very sort of hidden, not very popular term. UCAS points, anyone? Yeah. Do you want to share what your views are, or I mean, what your understanding of UCAS points is? Okay. Yeah. UCAS points is basically related to your grades. So in a way, it's proportional to your grades. The more higher grades you get, the more UCAS points you carry. But it is slightly over and above your grades as well. Apart from grades, there are certain other things which you can do, which fetches you some UCAS points as well. Okay, so UCAS points, it's basically you're just translating your grades into numbers. The higher points you have, the more points you have, the better chance you have in terms of cracking a university admission. Okay. Now, apart from it, there is also a recommendation letter from school. The school, basically what your school writes about you also matters in university admission. Then comes your personal statement. Now, personal statement is just a small, about 1.5 page statement which describes you, your goals in life, and how this course is going to help you in terms of achieving those goals, and why you think you are the right person for getting a place in this course. That's what the personal statement is. Very concise, just about 1.5. You can't waste any word in it, because they have a word limit. They have a character limit, actually, not more than 4,000 letters or alphabets in it. Okay. So personal statement. Apart from it, many universities do conduct their own entrance exams and also interview round. Okay. Now, entrance exams, not every university conduct, but there are quite a few, and they're growing in number. Yeah. So these are some of the entrance exams which your child may have to take. For law, there is this LNET test. For maths-based subjects, there are this is MAT, there is STEP, there's a test for mathematics for university admissions, TMUA. In the medical field, there is BMAT, there's GEMSET, there's also UCAT as well. And then there are a lot of thinking skill-based assessments for a variety of courses. Now, again, like this, again, something which many of the parents are not aware of, that, and again, like these are applicable only to the top few universities. But yeah, if you are applying there, you need to be aware of all these entrance exams, which are outside the, over and above the grades and UCAS points. Okay, now coming back, most of us as a parents, we only are aware of grades, and some of us are aware of UCAS points. Okay. All right. Now, what I'll do is here basically just to emphasize what the universities look for, I'll just take some statistics which are taken from two top universities, Oxford and Cambridge. Yeah. So this is an extract from the Oxford University website, which gives you some data. Like in 2020, yeah, there were 23,000 applicants who applied for graduation courses for about 3,300 places. So 23,000 people applied, 3,300 were selected. Now, these 23,000 number is number of applicants, not number of aspirants. Number of aspirants is going to be manifold. There'll be about 50,000 aspirants. Only not, I mean, there may be about 80,000 aspirants, out of which 23,000 were able to apply, and out of those 23,000, 3,300 were given a seat. So, which means the ratio is 1:7, and this is across all courses, all kind of courses, in any field, any branch, across all the courses. 23,000 applicants, 3,300 successful candidates. Now the ratio is 1:7, which, by the way, gets much further steeper for some of the most in-demand courses. Like, if you go for computer science and all, the ratio is 1:50. 50 people apply, only one get a place. Okay. Similar statistics are given from Cambridge. So this is an extract taken from the Cambridge University website, wherein you can see a similar about 1:7 ratio for number of successful candidates to the number of applicants. Okay, so now the question is, how do the universities decide if there are 7 people applying? How do they choose one person? And by the way, when we say that 7 people are applicants, they have to score a minimum grade so that they can apply. Yeah. So in that sense, your grades become a necessary condition, but it's not sufficient. Having good grades just allows you to apply for these universities, but beyond that, it doesn't serve the purpose. You have to go beyond your grades so as to impress, so as to win that, so as to say, win that race of 1:7 or 1:50. Okay. Now that is where your personal statement does matter. Recommendation letter, all the schools will write good thing about the students. Entrance exams or interview may or may not be conducted. Grades, everyone have got more or less the same grades. That is where basically what you write in your personal statement distinguish you from others. And the personal statement is all about what you have done in your life. Yeah, so that's what the answer to the right answer to this question is what else you have done in life is going to matter in terms of deciding what is the most important. It is the most important deciding factor for getting admission into top university, top courses. All right, now and that is where all these achievements, all that you have won so far, all the cupboard full of prizes that are going to matter, because that's all goes into your personal statement. A personal statement is what extra you have done in your life beyond your curriculum achievements. It also carries a bit of work experience. So any work, again, the work experience has to be relevant. Yeah. So for example, if you want to get or shadowing a doctor during the summer vacations, an irrelevant experience which may be good but not relevant is suppose if you want to get into medicine but you've worked in a software company or in a finance company, assisting the manager there. That's good, but that's not good enough for application for medical. Okay, so the work experience has to be relevant. Any voluntary work now, more and more universities are giving a lot of credit to the voluntary work. We've done some kind of social service, social work that carries a good amount of it. Any scholarships that you have won, any research paper that you have published, and any national level awards, certificates, trophies, or medals that you've won. This is all going to make your personal statement rich. Okay, so for the purpose of this webinar, we're just going to focus on the last 3 points. We will not cover about these the first 3 points. We'll just focus on how you can you can gain some credentials out of these. Okay, now at this stage, any questions so far? I've been speaking for last about 20-25 minutes. Any questions at this stage? There was a small comment. I could not read it. Sorry. If you don't mind, if you can just speak it out.
Yeah, we have a question. So, would the Japanese excellence program count?
To be honest, I've not heard about the Japanese excellence program. I mean, do you mean Kumon or that kind of courses?
It's part of the Dartford Grammar School. So they have Chinese excellence program and Japanese excellence program. Only 30 students they take every year out of 120 selected, in 180 selected. So will it have positive impact on admissions?
See, basically, as long as any activity that you do is widely recognized academically, when I say academically, especially in the academia of universities, that will give you an influence. Probably, the one which you mentioned, at least, because I'm not aware, it may not have that much of established awareness among the academia. Yeah. So I may be wrong, and it's a good thing. So basically, any such initiative is good because it's not just unidimensional. Whether it's going to be recognized or not, it basically develops your child's ability, and in a way, direct or indirect way, it's going to be beneficial. But I'm not sure at this stage it is directly beneficial. It may be worth checking with the school as to what is the academic recognition of it. The very fact that it's a Japanese thing or a Chinese thing, I'm not sure it will get a good recognition in UK. Yeah, that's what my first take on it is. Yeah. What happens if the child doesn't attend a grammar school? That's not a problem. See, basically, universities, especially the top universities, they don't look at your school. Yeah, so it's a myth that I have cracked the 11+ score and got a good grammar school or independent school, and so that will carry me. That's not the case. In fact, nowadays, at least in Oxford, I can say that there is emphasis on going into more and more state schools. Yeah, so they are deliberately picking students from I should not say backward, but basically they are looking at schools which are in backward areas wherein there's a lot of population who is not so well to do. They're consciously taking an effort to make it a more democratic institution. Okay. Any more questions at this stage? All right. Yeah. So, we established. Yeah. Would you be able to record? Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'm trying to record. The recording is still on. I can see the recording is on. Yeah. But it will take some time to edit it and download it and make it available. Yeah. So probably by tomorrow afternoon it should be ready. In any case, if for some reason I'm not able to record, the recording of a similar session taken last year, or rather in January this year, will be available. So I'll definitely make it a point to share it. Okay. All right. So what we have established is, if you want to get into a most in-demand course in the top universities, you have to go beyond academics. Yeah. Now, what you can do to go beyond the academics is what we are going to cover in the next section. Yeah. So the next slide is what I call as the gold mine that many of us as a parents are not available, which gives you a lot of opportunities. All these are the extracurricular exams. When I say extracurricular, basically they are beyond what your curriculum exams. Curriculum exams is your SAT, your Key Stage 2, Key Stage 3, 11 plus, GCSE A levels. These are all the extracurricular exams that your child can participate all the way from year 2 up to year 13. Bulk of it are going to come in the second half of your secondary school. So most of it will be year 12s, year 13s, year 11s, but a lot of them start very early. And these are all the, their website. All these exams, all these extracurricular exams are conducted by very renowned academic bodies, comprising, some of them are comprising of top academicians, top university professors from Oxford, Cambridge, Junior Maths Challenge. Some of you may got selected in Junior Maths Olympiad. As you come into year 9, 11, you give the INC and then get selected for IMO. In the
Yes.
senior age group,
There
yeah,
was
okay, yeah, sounds good.
a junior maths challenge
There-
in my primary school and
All
second.
right. Okay, so there was Junior Maths Challenge, which was last week of April. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Any other exam that you are aware of? Heard of this UK Maths Olympiad for girls for year 11, 13? There's Chemistry Olympiad. There's Babras Computational Thinking Challenge, which is also very popular, and it starts as early as year 2. Your child may have been giving this exam for years together, and you may not be aware as a parent. Okay, and this Babras Computational Thinking Challenge is a gateway to the Oxford University Computing Challenge, which is for year 6 to 11. Okay. British Informatics Olympiad, Senior Physics Challenge, British Physics Olympiad, National Siffert Challenge, Linguistics Olympiad. There's a Philosophy Olympiad as well. And then those who want to pursue medicine, this Biology Challenge and Biology Olympiad is a key exam. All these are the websites. As I said, most of them, behind these exams, some of them are conducted by the Royal Societies, Royal Society of Chemistry, Royal Society of Biology, Physics Lab conduct this physics challenge. UK Maths Trust, UK Computing Trust can conduct all these maths and computing based exams. Now, anyone who's aware of, of course, like we heard about JMC, which is the most popular exam among all these. Any other exam that your child has told you about, or the school has informed you about? Okay.
No.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, sounds good. So these are the exams which you must be, as a parent, you must be aware. You have to, the school will probably just register and let you be on your own. The typical communication from the school comes just a day or two before the exam, saying that your child, send your child with a paper and pen, paper and sharpened pencils, because he or she is going to appear in this JMC exam or so and so exam in a couple of days. Okay. That's a typical communication. You'll not get a prior notice. You'll not get a time to prepare. You'll not get assistance to prepare for any of these exams, because school, for all the right or wrong reasons, their focus is on the academics. Their focus is to complete the curriculum. Just make sure that the child get a good grade, because that's where they are measured. They're not measured based on the performance in the extracurricular exams. They're measured based on what the academic outcome is. Okay, so your schools may or may not be telling you. In fact, in all probably they may not be telling it at all. In fact, those who have given the JMC, they can share their own experience. The school would not have told you in advance. You would have they would have allowed you to sit in the exam, but they would have told you just a day or two before the exam. Okay. Now, just to give you the numeric perspective, we'll take just one example. I'll not go through all these. I'll just take the example of JMC and JOMO, which are the most popular examples. Okay, so let's say that the UK population at the moment is 65 million, and let's say that the average age in UK is 65 years, which means each year group has got 1 billion. Okay, so when we look at the junior group, which is year 6, 7, and 8, we are talking of a total population of 3 million. Out of these 3 million, a good significant 350,000 students, just about 400,000 students give the exam. Junior maths challenge, very popular. 400,000, by the way, is not a small number. You may not be even aware that your child has given the JMC, but in all probability, he or she would have given this, would have been one of the 400,000 students who are taking this JMC exam in this junior age group. Okay, still about students for 15,000 places. Now, out of UK Maths Trust, who conduct this maths challenge exam, is very generous. They give you a lot of certificates. You get a bronze certificate, silver, or a gold, or a merit, or a distinction, best in class, best in school. All kind of certificates are awarded based on your performance. But the key thing is to get qualified for a very prestigious exam called Junior Maths Olympiad. Junior Maths Olympiad is not open to all. It's only by invitation that puts you in a very elite position if you are invited into Maths Olympiad. Only 1,500 students qualify for Olympiad, the Junior Maths Olympiad. 1,500 students is just about 0.04% of the total population. And within those 1,500, 200 end up getting a medal. Here, we are talking of physical medals, gold, silver, and bronze physical medals. Here we are talking of the gold, silver, and bronze certificates. Here you get a medals. Okay, so only 200, which is 0.006%, end up with a medal, and out of these 200, only 30 are the gold medalist. Yeah, 30 students end up with a gold medal, which is about 0.001% of the total population. So only 10 in a million end up with a gold medal in the Junior Maths Olympiad. Now, coming back to very similar stats for the other exams as well. Just like the JMC leads into JMO. Similarly, IMC leads into IMO, and SMC leads into BMO. And just like these exams by the UK Maths Trust, there are exams conducted by the UK Computing Trust as well. BEVRAS is the entry point, and that leads you into Oxford University Computing Challenge for the top 10% or so. Now, if you happen to be a medal winner in any of these exams, coming back to our university admission process, wherein a lot of candidates all of having same A-level scores, multiple A stars, multiple grade 9s, yeah. There is no way that this statement can be ignored, because the ratio that we looked at, the percentage that we looked at, makes that child, completely out of the league with the rest. There's absolutely no way that any university can ignore this. And that's true not just for the maths, but for any of these Olympiad exams. Yeah. And what I'll do is basically, just to prove my point, I'll just take a few minutes, just about 3 minutes, to run through some of the cases, some case studies. Yeah. So these are all available on Google. This is a case study of, this is a personal statement of someone who got successfully selected for Oxford. And look at his personal statement, which is in the very second paragraph, he's mentioning about UK Maths Trust exams, about the Olympiads, the medals that he won. And again, in the third paragraph, again, mentioning about him being selected for the summer school. There is a summer school conducted by Oxford and Leeds University for some of the brightest problem solvers, which are taught by very senior professors on the art of problem solving. Yeah. So very third paragraph, it just comes to the point, mentioning about his achievement in the UKMT exams. This is a statement. So this extract is taken from the University of Cambridge website. Those who are coming for the interviews, they are given this guidance as to how you should come prepared for the interviews. Now, the interviews conducted by Oxford and Cambridge, they are not typical HR interviews. They are very transactional. They are very, very straightforward. They'll give you a problem and they'll observe, a panel of 3 interviews will observe what you're doing, how you're solving that problem. Yeah, so problem solving is a big, big thing in Cambridge and Oxford. Yeah, so they've given the guidance, which you can see on the enrich page of the Cambridge website. If you are coming to us for an interview, just make sure that you're thoroughly preparing yourself with the UKMT style exam, Olympiad and challenge questions. Yeah, because that's what we'll be asking you in the interviews. Now, this is a statement of someone who got personal statement of someone who got qualified into who got selected for the Imperial College. Again, like in the very second paragraph, he's mentioning all his achievements in the Olympiad exams and Hamilton in the SMC. Yeah. Likewise, this is a recommendation. This is taken from the Oxford University website, wherein someone who was not successful, his experiences have been shared. Yeah, so basically this is just for the guidance of those who are applying for Oxford, Cambridge. Now look at what he's saying. He's saying that my final thoughts are that if I were to prepare for the interviews, because that's what they'll be asking. Yeah, looking back, my advice to the students is that to the past self is I should have come prepared with the Olympiad kind of questions that they'll be asking with the interviews. I can go on and on. I can go on and on with number of cases. This is another example of someone who got selected in Cambridge. Again, crediting her to the UKMT challenge in Olympiad kind of preparation. This is a girl who stood first in the UK Maths Olympiad for girls, and that fetched her a seat in Trinity College. Yeah, I can go on and on. I can go on and on about all these, the number of cases available on Google. Now, coming back to this list, any questions about any of these exams? Any questions about this set of exams? I did a research on about at least website of at least 70 odd schools, some of the top schools across UK. Only one school, I'll not name the school, it's an independent school, very hefty fees. Only one school basically lists down all these kind of exams, and it formally says that we prepare our children with all these exams. Yeah, and needless to say, there's a direct or indirect correlation between the preparation for these exams and the results of the students of that school. 44 of the students last year got qualified, got selected in Oxford, Cambridge, LSE, Imperial. Okay, there's an indirect correlation between what they do here and how successful they are in getting the places in the top universities. Now, these are some of the bodies who are behind running these exams, extracurricular exams. All the top universities will find a name. You'll find the name of Cambridge, you'll find Trinity College, you'll find right. I'll probably I'll skip this slide because I think we've covered all of it anyways in the previous part of this presentation. Sorry, there's a question about what's that? Does Mensa membership help? Yes, Mensa is a big thing. Mensa membership is a big thing because first of all, it's a UK recognized thing, and secondly, Mensa is linked with Oxford University in a way. Yeah. So if you look at all these very famous popular names, like Albert Einstein or Stephen Hawking, they're all well-renowned people in UK. So Mensa membership is a big thing, definitely worth mentioning in your personal statement. Okay, now we also now we just talked about the exams. Similarly, there are a lot of any source material for the preparation of Olympiad. We'll just cover that. Yeah, we'll just come to that in a few minutes. Yeah. Now we just talked about the exams. Likewise, there are a lot of research paper publishing opportunities which are listed here. I'll not probably take too much of time here, but there are a lot of competitions which are research project based, wherein you can write a research paper or do your own research. There are more than 60 such opportunities that your child can participate in. These are all research, these are the competitions wherein you have to do a project, you have to build a project like Arkwright scholarship project or junior water competition, when you're basically solving some kind of problem which is beneficial for the world, beneficial for the society. So these are all the research project based. And then there are also competitions for publishing research papers into the area of into your respective fields. There are also competitions on poetry. There are a lot of competitions which are team events. Your school can participate, or a team of 4 or 5 students can participate. These are all more than 50. There are a lot of essay writing competitions as well, which carry a hefty prizes. Some of them carry prizes all the way up to 10,000 pounds. You can win a 10,000 pound just by writing an essay. The essay takes a good amount of research to write an essay. But there are lots and lots of these academically recognized opportunities, competitions, essays, team events. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, just for the brevity of you, it's a list of more than 70 such opportunities. I'll not, there are more than 71 such opportunities, but just for the sake of, in fact, like there are almost 80, more than 77 opportunities available. But I'll just park it for the moment, and we'll come back to the presentation because we're just slightly behind time. Yeah, there are lots and lots of opportunities I just want to say. Now, any questions at this stage, before I move to the last part of this presentation? By the way, I just want to repeat, I'm not able to see, just momentarily appears. I'm not able to read through all your remarks.
Do you think you would be able to share the list of organizations that offer research for the children, please? Later
Yeah,
on.
so basically, it varies. So, I mean, if you have any particular subject in mind, I can share with you the extract. Like, for example, if you're interested in economics, I can share with you 3 or 4 competitions or essay writing events in economics. If you want to get into science, STEM, then or engineering, if you can just let me know, if you can just drop me a message as to which area you are. Was that? Can you please come again? Okay, never mind. Yeah, if you have any questions, yeah, please feel free to bring it to my attention. Sorry. The Galactic Challenge. Sorry, is the Galactic Challenge useful to write your personal statement? Yes, it is. It is. I think, I mean, there's a good recognition of that as well. Again, like, it has to be relevant in the field that you're applying for. Yeah. So probably if you're going for economics, then a Galactic Challenge probably will not be as relevant. Okay. All right. So as a last step, I just want to introduce Young Things, which is a company that I've set up, which specializes in all these extracurricular exams. We prepare for all these extracurricular exams and competitions, essay writing, research projects, research paper publication, building. So last year we had a very good success. 54 students got selected for the Olympiads. 25 of them were invited by the Oxford University for the computing challenge. 3 of them were the finalists in British Biology Olympiad as well as Maths Olympiad. Couple of them got selected for the British Informatics Olympiad. 3 of them got admission into Oxford, Cambridge, and Imperial. 2 of them won Arkwright scholarship, which is worth 2,500 pounds. So they actually published a 6 months paper, 6 months research paper, and they were awarded a scholarship by Oxbridge so as to complete their project. I'll just very briefly, share with you the slides on the project that one of them made. Yeah, so this is the, sorry, give me a second. Yeah. Is it? Yeah. This is the entire working behind the kit. It is a working model which is now being commercialized. We got the approval to commercialize this. So the commercial viability of this product was completed as part of this. So that allows artificial intelligence speech. So this how it works basically. It's a glass which can recognize using artificial intelligence what kind of hurdles, what kind of environment. So it allows a blind person to interact with the environment. Yeah? Very interesting product. Yeah, you'll probably see it, as a commercial product in a couple of years down the line. This is the student who actually won this award. One of our very bright students who ended up winning this award. So likewise, we also had the UK Water Challenge winner. So 15,000 USD. He was invited with his family to the Sweden, wherein a United Nation body basically awarded him the water challenge. So we also had a per se coding challenge. So basically, a lot of good students coming out of our institutes, and this is a growing number. Every year basically we are increasing in terms of our achievements. So what we are doing is basically we are building roadmaps. Depending on which stream you want to pursue, we are actually building a roadmap which you can follow all the way from your year 4s or year 5s. Say, for example, maths-based roadmap. Those who want to pursue engineering or economics, finance, commerce, statistics, computing. This is the roadmap that we have. You do the PMC in year 5, year 6. Hopefully get selected for the bonus round, get a certificate here. Then you come to the next year group, age group, which is JMC, junior group, wherein you write the JMC exam, hopefully get selected for JMO. You get 2 or 3 opportunities. Hopefully, at least in one of the 3 years, you get selected for JMO, win a medal there. Personal statement, when you're submitting your university application. Okay. Similarly, those who want to pursue the computing stream, just before we move to the computer stream, just want to highlight that the future is all about artificial intelligence, robotics, machine learning, and Internet of Things. Yeah. So I'll just probably skip this studies. They're quite gloomy. 20 million jobs will be lost. 60 million jobs will be lost. That's what the experts are saying. Now, how do you make your child future proof? The future proofing is to make sure that your child has at least basic knowledge of these areas. Even if you want to become a surgeon, the future surgeries, a lot of it will be done by robots. Yeah, so by robots. So you need to know the basics of robotics. Yeah, no matter which field you want to get into, all this computing is going to be a major player in it. In fact, the most in demand courses for future, as given by for the university. Okay, those who want to get into any of these areas, computer programming, machine learning, art, AI, Internet of Things, robotics, big data, information security, this is the roadmap that we have, wherein you can learn Scratch, robotics, macrobit, Arduino, a bit of electronics here. You can learn Python programming, various levels of it. You can do a bit of website development. You participate in this WebRAS computational thinking challenge, get selected for OUCC, win an Oxbridge scholarship, take GCSE computing, A-level computing and all. You write this British Informatics Olympiad National Super Challenge, do a bit of Raspberry Pi application, and you have enough to write in your personal statement, which is going to be what? The 50 out of 1 out of 50 rather. one student selected for 50. That you need to have a lot of credentials if you're really going into any of these areas that I just described, which are related to the computer science. If you want to get into medicine, vet science, dentistry, then this is the roadmap. These are the exams that you can participate, win some credentials, and embellish your personal statement. If you want to get into engineering or aerospace or astrophysics, then physics-based exams are all these at different levels. There's a physics challenge, there's a physics Olympiad, there's an experimental project as well. Then there is astrophysics challenge and astrophysics Olympiad as well, if you want to participate. Okay, now young things, our specialization is all these extracurricular exams. Having said that, it's not just restricted to it. We also we offer 5 kinds of offerings. Yeah, so we also have a lot of computing based courses, learning Scratch, Python, C, C++, Java, learning robotics, learning Internet of Things, machine learning. All these are are available depending on your child's age and prime focus is on all these Olympiads and computing. And then we also do all the entrance exam preparation, for example, 11 plus and 13 plus and 16 plus. And we also do all the university entrance exam preparation, which includes STEP or MAT or TMEA or PAT. These are some of the exams which the students have to write in year 12s and year 13s. Okay. So a lot of things to offer that we have. And I'll not go through all these achievements. I probably just covered it in one of the previous slides. A lot of success stories this year and over the last 7 years that we started with. A good number of students who are getting into Oxbridge because of doing well in these entrance exams. This is what the parents say about us. Our Facebook page and our Google page, I'll just give you a glimpse of it, is you'll find lots of comments by on the Facebook side. I'll just take this what we earlier we were focused on maths. Yeah, so we called champs of maths. So a good 62 reviews, all 5-star by various parents. Some really good words used by the parents like you for our courses. Earlier we were focused on maths, so that's what we were called champs of maths. Now we have a much broader list of offerings, so we call ourselves young things. Again, 55 reviews, every single of them being a 5-star. You can see lots and lots of comments from the parents. Okay, so these are all the courses that we offer. Summertime is the time where you start preparing for it, so that you're not you don't get bogged down by the school work, which starts later in the year. So now with this, I'll just take you through some of the courses that we are offering at this stage. I'll just skip all this part. We'll just come to this courses. All our courses are online audiovisual learning experience, just like today's webinar, wherein there are animated, colorful PowerPoint presentations which run through the material. You get the recordings. All the sessions are recorded, so that if you miss out any session, you can play the recording. The material is available in Google Classroom, so you'll find you'll find the material, you'll find the audiovisual what you call recordings, you'll find the assignment, you'll find the solution to the assignment. Everything is available on the Google Classroom for our courses. Now, JMC, Junior Maths Challenge, is the most popular course, which we're starting from next week. It's a 16-session course, 24 hours, and we'll go through. This is basically a gateway into the Junior Maths Olympiad, so which is an advanced course. Intermediate Maths Challenge, again for year 9s and 10s, a 14-session course starting next week. It takes you to the Intermediate Maths Olympiad. So in the summer vacation, we prepare for the first round exam, the challenge exam. In the school term, we prepare for the actual Olympiad, because you need a good amount of time. You need to have your foundation built first before you come to the actual Olympiad exams.
Hello.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about. Sorry, I didn't get that. Year 6 to year 8.
Yes, sir.
Is this holiday program? And
It
how long
is,
is
yeah.
it for?
So it will be running for 16 sessions. 80% of it will be completed before the school starts around 4th of September. We'll be running twice a week, Monday and Thursday. So if we have, I think we have got 6 weeks of holidays, so we'll cover 12 sessions. 3 or 4 sessions will be left, which will be taken up during Easter break in April, before the actual JMC exam. So a good part of it will be completed in the summertime.
Sorry, I just want to get you again. In a week, is it every day, Monday to Friday, or once
No,
in a
it
week?
is twice a week, Monday and Thursday. Monday and Thursday,
What time to what time?
5 to 6:30.
5 to 6:30. Okay,
Yes.
and is this the price?
This is the price. Yeah, this is the price. Of course, like there is a discount available if you are bringing in references. If you are joining along with any other student, then you get a £50 off. Both you as a referent and the other person as a reference get a discount.
So is it only maths you're teaching with this problem solving skills?
Yeah, so basically it's a course on problem solving skills, which is inclined towards the JMC. Whether you give the JMC or not, it's a good course about how to learn the art of problem solving. So we teach them 6 tools of problem solving, which are very generic, very universal, can be applied in a variety of scenarios on solving problems.
I'm sorry to ask you another question. Do we do direct debit, or we pay one at once, or we pay instrumentally?
See, basically, we prefer that you make a single transaction, but I understand that many of us have some constraints as well. So we are open to do the installments, but it's not monthly. Monthly is basically too much of an admin job for us to track every time, update, and then follow up and all. So maximum 2 installments. Again, like it's a very short course, just 2 months course. So if you can pay a part this month and the part 30 days later, that will be good for us.
Okay, so when do we start?
So we are starting on coming Monday for this course.
All right, thank you.
All right, there was another flash which came on the screen. Was it about the JMC or IMC? Which course? All right. By the way, these are courses not just year 4. Okay, I'll just come to that. Yeah, these are courses not just for preparation for these exams. These are very generic courses in terms of they basically teach you the skills required for problem solving. How do you view a problem? How do you look at it from different perspectives? How do you read it so that you can extract all the right information? How do you break down the problem into smaller steps? How do you put all the steps together and come to a conclusion? How do you apply thinking skills like lateral thinking, skeletal thinking? How do you apply all these kind of elements in solving problems? And this is useful. Many of our students who are taking the university entrance exams like STEP or MAT or TMUA, they are coming back and saying that the tools that you taught us in year 7 or year 8, we found it extremely useful in cracking those university entrance exams. So these are really, I must say, I'm not, beating my own drum, but really very elementary kind of tools that we have developed in terms of problem solving. Now, year 4, there is a first maths challenge, but that is going to take place in, so year 4 can participate in 2 competitions, Babras Computational Thinking Challenge, which is mid-November, and first math challenge, which is in June. So for the first math challenge, we don't run a course now. We run it in the month of May. There's a half-term break in the month of May. That's where basically we run the FMC course. And for Babras, you can join both summer as well as in October. In October, half-term break, again, you can, it's a very short course for year 4s. You can join it now or in the October break.
So, excuse me, sir. Do you have anything for year 7 kids? My daughter going to be in year 7 from the September onwards. So, do you have anything for year 7 kids?
Year 7,
Yeah.
this is the most popular course that we have, and this is the most popular exam as well. So she is going to be one of those 350,000 students who will going to take JFC. So we are taking this course, and we are also having a Babras computational thinking course in the summer. I'll just come to that. The Babras is a bit down here.
But she's free from September onwards, so that's why September or October onwards. Yeah.
Oh, so she is basically taking the. So I mean, she is going to be in year 6 now, or is she going to be in year 7?
Yeah. She's going to be year 7 from the
Uh, 24th of July for Babras.
Okay.
See, the reason is you have to do the foundation course in the summer so that you can prepare for the advanced course later in the year. So you need to do the JMC preparation first before you come to the JMO preparation, which is a much longer course.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, in any case, just be in touch with me, or you just drop me a message. We can discuss. We'll have we can discuss. There are options.
Yes, so you're going to provide all the materials in the initial, right?
When you say material, all these audiovisual learning, we'll have the Google Classroom, wherein the sessions will be recorded. All the quizzes and all the homework with the question database, everything will be available on the Google Classroom.
Okay.
So you don't need to buy any other book. You don't need to purchase anything beyond what is available to you as part of this course.
Okay.
Will not ask you.
Yeah.
All right, Babras is another very popular exam. So there are different levels of Babras. Year 4 and 5, you can take this course. Year 6 and 7 comes in the junior group. This is the intermediate group for year 8 and 9, and this is the elite group for year 10s and 11. Again, we'll be running the courses from next week at a very reasonable price. We also run a lot of programming courses. So Scratch, Python, different levels of Python, applying it in AI and machine learning. We do a lot of electronic courses, Macrobit, Arduino. We do web development, mobile application development is very popular. Nowadays, everyone wants to, every child wants to build a mobile app. So we have come up with a course on mobile app development. Again, these are all one-to-one courses, unlike the previous batch. At a time more convenient to you, because the tutors are going to be available throughout the day. You can pick a slot either in the morning or afternoon to make the most of this summer vacation by joining this one-to-one courses. Now, this is a complete set of all our offerings. As I said, we do a lot of curriculum courses, all these subjects for GCSE, for Key Stage 2, for A levels. We do all these Olympiad exams in all these subjects. We also do the 11 plus, 13 plus, 16 plus preparation. Also, we do the CAT 4 exam. CAT 4 exam, I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It's used for categorizing the children as to the top set, the second set, or third set, which influences, the way school approaches each child. So CAT, for example, we do the preparation for it. Computer programming, electronics and robotics, all the university entrance exams, STEP, MAT, TMUA, TSA, CSET, PAT, SAT, all of these we prepare for. We do all the scholarship and research paper based exams, research paper available for it. So we've got something for almost everyone, I would say. Okay. Now, those who are going for the in the year 12s and 13s, we do all the AS level and A level subjects. We also do the British Maths Olympiad, Informatics Olympiad, Biology Olympiad, UK Maths Olympiad for girls, and all the university entrance exams. All these entrance exams we prepare for, and those who are applying for the competitions, we have a branch which takes care of scholarship exams as well. For those who want to get into GCSE.
Sorry to interrupt. One question. Do you help with the personal statements and interview preparations for the universities?
So we ourselves don't do that, but I know quite a few people who do that. So for example, one of my students got into London School of Economics. So she herself does this. She has set up her own personal statement review and preparation for interviews. So I can refer you to them, but we ourselves at this stage are not in that.
Okay, thank you.
For those who are looking for curriculum subjects, GCSE or Key Stage 2, we do all these subjects, all these maths, further maths, physics, chemistry, biology, economics, psychology, computing, geography, history, English, business studies. We do at a very reasonable rate as one-to-one, one-to-one offerings. And we do also, we have tie-up with a lot of international exams, international Olympiads like CREST and UNICUS, which conduct all these exams in different subjects. You've got math, science, English, reasoning, spelling bee. So CREST Olympiad is conducted in the winters. UNICUS Olympiad, again in the same, in maths, in general knowledge. So they conduct Olympiad for year 2 to 12. Participate in it. 4,000 schools formally registered. I think that's all that I have to say. Registration process for every course is very simple. You click on this link and you get a Google form which you fill and apply. Otherwise, you can always drop a note to me. And any kind of assistance, be it for the Olympiad exams, for the curriculum, for the university entrance exam, for 11 plus, 13 plus, 16 plus entrance exams, any of it will be more than happy to assist you. Any questions before I thank you all? Any last questions? Anything for year 2?